So before we get started, I just want to tell you a little bit about my background, very briefly. I'm not going to go into too much detail. My situation was that I owned a health shop and I was putting on weight gradually but steadily. And I was a good 15 kilos overweight and I was literally over it. I hated how I looked. I hated how I felt in my clothes. Nothing seemed to fit me. I was tired all the time and it was professionally embarrassing. And I'm sure you'll understand that, especially if you're in the health industry. I was trying all the things that I knew, all the obvious things, all the things that you've probably done, and maybe a whole lot more besides, but nothing was working. I'd lose a bit, maybe a kilo or two, and then it would all just pile back on again, plus more. And over time, I was gradually getting bigger and bigger. I'm sure you know the story and you can probably relate to my experience. But anyway, to make a long story short, back in 2011, a friend of mine showed me some little known research which explained how the body actually works and gave me some insight into what was happening in mine. And I remember when I was reading it thinking, oh my goodness, this makes perfect sense to me. It was like reading about myself. And then when I actually grasped the significance of it, I was blown away. I remember thinking, I'm going to do this and I'm sure it will work for me. And if it does, I think it'll probably work for everyone else too. So I tried it and it did. And 6 weeks later, I was 13 kilos lighter and I was feeling fantastic. I was so thrilled. You have no idea how happy I was. I'd lost 13 kilos, but I felt like I'd lost 15 years of my life and I felt young again. It was so exciting. And when people came back into my shop who hadn't seen me for a while, they'd been on holiday actually. It was the beginning of the year. They said to me, "What happened to you? You look fantastic. How amazing. How did you do that so fast?" And I just said, "Well, let me show you. Let me help you do it." And so that's what I did. And that's how MiracuLoss got started. So we started out in our local area via word of mouth. And very quickly, we started receiving referrals from doctors and other health professionals. And since then, we've helped thousands of others throughout New Zealand and internationally. It seems that you can't keep a good thing quiet. Word of mouth is absolutely amazing. So I would love to be able to tell you all about it too, and to be able to help you if you decide it's right for you. This program can be truly life-changing. So if you're ready to look at things differently, maybe take on board some new ideas and concepts, perhaps change a few things in your diet and lifestyle, and to experience some amazing lasting results, please watch this really carefully. I want you to understand that MiracuLoss is not a diet, not in the traditional sense of the word. It's really a treatment for the underlying causes of weight gain, which for most people are quite varied. It's very rare that there's just one thing causing the problem.